An extraterrestrial meteorite fell to Earth, and because it was not adapted to the Earth's temperature, the skin on its surface began to fall off, and people then saw its true colors. Driven by curiosity, the expert slowly walked over and touched the body of the meteorite with his hands, resulting in a handful of black mud. But strangely, his figure also appeared in the meteorite. The expert was instantly frownzing. The next second, the meteorite began to spin in place, the surface of the skin completely off, the ugly meteorite into a smooth ball. The surrounding people were scared to back away. Under the high-speed rotation, the ball even rose into the air, slowly rose into the air, like God looking down on the crowd. This made the dumbfounded crowd confused on the spot. At this time, the expert's arm suddenly burned. Burst of white flames instantly engulfed him. People rushed over to rescue him, but it was too late. The orb erupted countless fragments. As long as the fragments were touched, it would turn into a brilliant firework. People rushed to run for their lives. Countless pieces of debris like rain fell on people's bodies. With a miserable picture, the orb finally disintegrated. Jack, who had survived, saw his wife standing on the ground and hurriedly tracked her away from the scene. But it was far from over. Another alien meteorite came to Earth, and when Jack arrived with his men, the meteorite was lying quietly in the lake. Despite Jack's persuasion, the chief pulled out a cannon. He had never seen such a meteorite before, but he was not hurt by the shells. The soldiers continued to fill up the ammunition. Jack, who had seen the power of the meteorite, rushed to stop them. While they were arguing, the meteorite rose up in the air. The surrounding soldiers realized the danger and rushed to attack him. The meteorite was already hovering in the air, like a dark sun. At the command of the officers, the shells fired turned the meteorite into slag. As they descended into the water to continue their search, there was a loud bang in the distance. Jack looked for the sound, and a long-legged alien robot appeared. The officers tried to greet it, but the next moment, it sends him to meet Jesus. At that moment, other people around were also killed. Jack was the only one who escaped from the scene. There's panic in the city. Alien robots have arrived. Jack stopped a horse and fled with his wife Anna. On the way, Anna saw her puppy and wanted to take it away with her. Jack rushed over to her, but the aliens appeared at that moment. Jack told Anna to run for her life, but the next moment he was shaken up. Anna, for the sake of the baby in her stomach, can only sadly leave the place, but she would never have thought that Jack had escaped with his life. On his way to find his wife, Jack took a look at the sky, and it seemed that disaster had really struck the Earth. What makes a man not afraid of alien monsters? In the face of the terrible alien monster, Jack not only did not fear, but also gestured towards the other side for a while. The reason why he did that was to protect his pregnant wife. Jack faced the monster step by step, Khan only slowly backward. He wants to buy time for his wife to escape. Anna hid inside the house and watched Jack being killed by the monster. Anna was very sad, but she still tried her best to escape, because this is the opportunity that her husband used his life for. As more and more meteorites appeared, the Earth was eventually invaded by extraterrestrials and turned into a yellow planet filled with sand and dust. The survivors live a miserable life, with only a small amount of food to eat each day. Although the children had grown up well, Anna still couldn't forget the scene when she parted with Jack. That day, the boy suddenly developed a high fever, and only after the doctor's full treatment did he slowly recover. Anna learned from her conversation with the doctor that fresh vegetables could only grow in churchyards. With years of medical experiments, the doctor had a bold idea. He extracted the cold virus from the boy's body and sprayed it on the crocuses in the ground. Not long after, the crocuses died strangely. Is it possible that the alien creatures are afraid of the virus on Earth? At the end of that story, Anna found a bright green vegetable seedling in the doctor's experimental field. Anna looks to the sky. Perhaps this is the so-called life and hope.